Jai Hind everyone. In our previous video, we have discussed about transversal. In our today's video, we will discuss about the angles made by a transversal. Generally, when a transversal intersects a pair of lines, then the type of angles which are made are corresponding angles, interior alternate angles, exterior alternate angles, consecutive interior angles, and consecutive exterior angles. Firstly, we will talk about the interior and exterior angles. The angles which are made in between the line segments are interior angles. Here you can see inside the line segment M and N, 4 angles are made: angle number 3, angle number 4, angle number 5, and angle number 6. So interior angles here are 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the numbers which are made outside to the line segment are called exterior angles. So exterior angles here are 1, 2, 7, and 8. First we will discuss about now corresponding angles. So what are corresponding angles? The angles which are on the same side to the transversal and also have same position with respect to the lines. Like here, if you look at the angle 1 and angle 5, both have the position on the right side to the transversal L. Also, angle 1 and 5 are on the upside to the line segments M and N respectively. So here, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Also, the more pair of corresponding angles here are angle 4 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 6, and angle 3 and angle 7. Now we will talk about interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles means angles which are in the interior part. Also, they have alternate positions. It means they are on the opposite sides of the transversal. As you can see here, angle 3 and angle 5 are on the opposite sides and have the alternate position. So, pair of alternate angles here is angle 3 and angle 5. Another pair is angle 4 and angle 6. In the same way, exterior alternate angles means angles which have alternate positions but are in the exterior of the line segments. So 1 and 7 have the alternate position and also on the exterior sides of the line segments. So exterior alternate angles here are angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 8. Now we will talk about consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles are also sometimes called as co-interior angles. So, what are consecutive interior angles? The angles which are in the interior side and on the same position with respect to the transversal. So, if you look at the interior, there are 4 angles: 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, which angle lies on the same side with respect to the transversal? 4 and 5 is one pair, 3 and 6 is another pair. So, consecutive interior angles here are angle 4 and angle 5. Another pair is angle 3 and angle 6. Our last angles here are consecutive exterior angles. Consecutive exterior angles means the angles which are in the exterior part and on the same side. So consecutive exterior angles are angle 1 and angle 8. Another pair is angle 2 and angle 7. These all angles exist whenever a pair of line segment is intersected by a transversal. Corresponding angles, interior alternate angles, exterior alternate angles, consecutive interior angles and consecutive exterior angles. Now suppose that if the line segments which are intersected by transversal are parallel, like suppose we here take that M and N are parallel. When we talk about the parallel lines, then corresponding angles become equal. So in that case, angle 1 will be equal to angle 5, angle 4 will be equal to angle 8, angle 2 will be equal to angle 6, and angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. If and only if M and N here are parallel. Also, if corresponding angles are equal, it means that the line segments are parallel. So it works in both the ways. First point, if the line segments are parallel, then corresponding angles will be equal. Or second point, if corresponding angles are equal, then it must be sure that the line segments are parallel. When the line segments are parallel, the interior alternate angles are also equal. Angle 3 will be equal to angle 5, angle 4 will be equal to angle 6. Now let's find out that how angle 3 is equal to angle 5. If we look at the line 1 and angle 1 and angle 3, so angle 3 will be equal to angle 1 because of vertically opposite angles. Also, angle 5 will be equal to angle 1 because of corresponding angles. So, in that way we see that angle 3 is equal to angle 1 and angle 5 is also equal to angle 1. It means that angle 3 is equal to angle 5. This gives us the property that when two line segments are parallel, then interior alternate angles are equal. When interior alternate angles are equal, then in that case exterior alternate angles are also equal. Now let's prove that how the exterior alternate angles are equal if the line segments are parallel. Suppose I am taking proving angle 1 is equal to angle 7. By corresponding angle we know that angle 1 is equal to angle 5 by corresponding angles property. By vertically opposite angles property, here we have angle 7 is equal to angle 5. So, angle 1 is also equal to angle 5. Angle 7 is also equal to angle 5. In that case, angle 1 will be equal to angle 7. So, when a transversal intersects a pair of lines then which are parallel, then exterior alternate angles are equal. In the same way we can prove angle 2 is equal to angle 8. Now over fourth property, consecutive interior angles. When a pair of lines is intersected by a transversal, then consecutive interior angles are supplementary. It means that angle 4 plus angle 5 will be equal to 180 degrees. How? If we look at the figure, by the consecutive interior angle property, we have stated that angle 4 plus angle 5 will be equal to 180 degree. We also know that by interior alternate angles, angle 5 is equal to angle 3. So, at the place of angle 5, we can write angle 3. If you look at the figure, angle 3 and angle 4 are linear pair. It means angle 3 plus angle 4 will be equal to 180 degrees. And since by the interior alternate angles property, we have angle 3 equals angle 5. So at the place of angle 3, we can put angle 5. So we get that angle 4 plus angle 5 equals 180 degrees. So we can say that consecutive interior angles in this case are supplementary. In the same way, consecutive exterior angles are also supplementary. We can prove with the help of exterior alternate angles. So hope you have understood that how the angles on the basis of the parallel lines formed by a transversal show their property. So please revise once again. Corresponding angles in the case of parallel lines are equal. Interior alternate angles are equal. Exterior alternate angles are equal. Consecutive interior angles are supplementary and consecutive exterior angles are also supplementary. Now we will discuss the next topic in our next video. Jai Hind.